Hello car lovers, good morning, welcome back. My name is Bobby Freeman, as you probably know by now, and today, my friends, we're going to be looking at the rather humble, I would say, humble, yeah, it's a kind of a humble car, isn't it? The humble Ford Fiesta, and it's a kind of a sad video as well, to be honest, because the Fiesta is going to be not made anymore in this country, or indeed any country as far as I'm aware. Ford have decided to do away with kind of an incredible legacy, really, because the Fiesta dates right back to, I probably should have checked before I started the video, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of around the 1970s you had the Mark I Fiesta, and as you can see, it's very, very different from the Fiesta we see here today. It's kind of a rather than the sort of the mundane and functional object that it used to be, it's kind of it's a pretty cool looking thing. It's never going to set anyone's world alight, a Fiesta. Well, you know what? It might do, depending on what sort of person you are, but I'm easily pleased, and it's kind of setting kind of a little sort of a manageable fire, but a fire nonetheless, and it's setting my world alight, so there. And today's video, we're just going to be having a quick look around the car, because we haven't got it for very long. We're doing a look around video, so we're going to look around the car, and indeed inside the car, right now. So as you can hear in the background, I've also got someone using some sort of pneumatic drill today, which is a nice little extra for the video. But as we look around, as I say, it's such a transformation from the original Fiesta that we knew back in the what I believe to be the 70s. It's a lot longer. I don't know why I'm comparing it to the Mark I Fiesta. I think because this is the very last Fiesta that we're ever going to see, and it's a pretty cool looking thing. I mean, the styling, like, look at the lights down here. They kind of wrap around the sides like a lot, which is kind of indicative to a lot of Fords now. This one is the ST line, so as you can see, we've got the sportier diamond cut alloys on the alloys. Yeah, alloys. They are called alloys. Alloys on the side of the car, which are usually on the side of the car. I don't know why I have to point that out. But also you get these nice glossy black grills as well, and I'm always a fan of a black grill. I think all grills should be made law that all grills are made glossy and indeed black. Nice little chrome, what do you call it, chrome or aluminium? I'm not sure. I'm going to go for chrome aluminium details around the front vents there, a nice sort of fairly low lip spoiler as well. As we come around the side, again on the side of the car, we've got those alloys we talked about. Really cool looking things. You got the nice, as you can see, the ST line logo here. I do like a bit of ST line logo. As we look on the side, quite a kind of, I'm going to have to come quite far back to actually get it in. It's a much longer car than the Fiesta traditionally is. Of course, this is the 5-door rather than the 2-door. And then we come around the back, again, really kind of nice styling. I think Ford have really sort of upped their game in terms of styling, particularly in latter years. Let's have a look in the boot. I don't know if there's anything, I haven't actually looked in the boot with this one yet. I don't know if it's got anything weird and strange in here. It doesn't actually have a floor in this one. I believe floors do come as standard, but for some reason someone's taken this one out. What have we got here? Well, that's very bizarre. It's a box that looks like it had some peaches in it. Again, I don't think the peach box comes as standard. It's possibly an optional extra, but still nice to have. But peach box aside, it's a fairly decent sized boot there for a car of this size, so I don't think you'd be having any problems with the sort of stuff you get in the boot, unless of course it's too big to fit in there. So let's have a look on the inside, and again, it's kind of, if you'd have said to someone years ago, so 20, 30 years ago, this is the inside of a Fiesta, they would have never believed you. I mean, look, you got the digital display here, a lovely, nice big screen in the middle here as well. It's kind of, it's not a bad place to be, particularly this one with the ST line. It's got the kind of the half leather seats here. Don't think this is Alcantara. It feels more just like some sort of cloth to me, but it's really good quality as well. You also get the nice red stitching, and as you know on this show, I am a very big fan of the old red stitching. Any more red stitching? Not so much around here. You got a tiny, it's not stitching, but it's just a nice bit of red detail there. So steering wheel feels nice, substantial. It's got like the little thumb holder bits there, and it just feels kind of nice in the hands. Oh yeah, a bit more red stitching there underneath the steering wheel. As we pan, as I say, we've got this lovely digital display there, which is kind of, the I wouldn't say the standard, but it's certainly the way that a lot of cars are going now. You've got there's nothing too exciting to write home about here. Obviously got some handles there. They open the doors. That's a new feature on cars these days, a handle to open the door. Very exciting. And as we scroll across the middle here, it's fairly fairly basic because a lot of it's going to be on the screen now, but you've got your controls there. Obviously a nice bit of manual control still for the volume and whatnot. Then you got the lovely set of air vents there. What a beautiful set of air vents. If you're into air vents, there we go. And then of course we got the old touch button start over here, and then your climate controls here. All pretty straightforward. What we got here, we got a nice wireless charging point there. You can see, pop your phone in there, that will charge it wirelessly. If you are old-fashioned and you don't like wireless charging, you can use the old-fashioned 12-volt charger. I do like a 12-volt charger. I don't know why. I just find them quite pleasing. And of course, my good old friend, the USB, the normal USB, the USB, but not the USB-C, which everyone seems to be moving over to, much to my disappointment. This one's a manual, as you can see, and then you've got the various different driving mode buttons down here, and auto start, stop, and parking sensors on, off. As I say, this one is the ST line, so you do get the reversing camera and parking sensors on this one. And just generally speaking, pretty cool styled out dashboard there. And oh yes, a lovely handbrake there. No electric handbrake. I'm not a big fan of the electric handbrakes anyway. Let's have a look at the armrest. You know, we're a big fan of the armrest on this show. Very nice, very comfortable, slightly padded leather, very good. Let's have a look inside. What storage have we got? Oh my word, it's a rather modest storage amount. Oh my god, but it does go quite far down. You could probably get about 12 Snickers bars in there, and I'm talking king size, not regular. And then below the Snickers bars we do have another USB down there. Is it a USB-C? No, it's a normal USB. Excellent, very pleased about that. Okay, so in the back of the car, I'll be honest with you, not a great deal of room in the back. As you can see, I am a strapping 6-footer and I do not have much room. In fact, I have no room at all there. But at the end of the day, it is a small car. I think it's slightly more that, is there? No, maybe not. So yeah, probably not the best place to keep someone super tall. Although having said that, I do have a fairly decent amount of headroom. What's that? About 1.5 inches, which is not too bad for this size. Just show you kind of around it. It's a fairly sort of nice and calming place to be. Look, I must say that the materials for the seats and everything do feel absolutely fantastic. I mean, there's red stitching again here. Looks kind of cool. A little tiny window here. Tiny little window for tiny little people with tiny eyes to peep out of. I'm not entirely sure why they bother making a window so small, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe maybe it will come apparent later in the video, although I doubt it very much. So guys, that was a quick look around and inside the what is the final Fiesta ever to exist. Not this exact one, there are other ones of course, but the final wave of Fiestas, which I said before is quite a sad thing. So if you want to get a Fiesta, then now is the time to do it. But well, a new Fiesta that is, now is the time to do it, because there's not going to be any more after these ones. And all in all, for a small car, perhaps for your first car, perhaps for a second car, if you've already got one, I'm pretty pleased with this. You know, the way it looks and everything. I don't think anyone could fault it on the styling, really. Anything I could improve? I mean, you could, to be honest, little things like sort of maybe a slightly sort of, like you say, you could go Alcantara on the seats, but at the end of the day, who really cares? It's a Fiesta at the end of the day. It's not, sort of a higher end car. So it's probably it would bump the price up anyway, so it's kind of pointless. I'm pretty happy with this car the way it is, particularly in this version of it, and this is the ST line. Looks very, very cool. And if you were, looking for a small car, a little bit sporty as well, I think you could do a lot worse than this Fiesta. And as I said, it will be the last ones to make their way through Ford system. So if you want one, you better act quick. So guys, thanks very much for watching today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the like button on the video. And if you want to support me, then head over to Patreon page. But in the meantime, guys, I'm Bobby Freeman. I'll see you next time. Stay safe.